Hello, folks. Hello, Melanie. How are you today? I'm doing fantastic. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning, and I got out there really early and was weeding and getting a lot done. Very excited. Hello, Barbara. Here you go, Baker. How are you this fine day? What part of Kentucky are you in? Anywhere near where we just went? Oh, I am hurting a little bit though. Every time I have to sit on that little roller cart thing to weed, it really plays havoc with my hips. Hey, Renee, how's it going? Hey, Wilma. I love you too, babe. Oh, we almost went there. We kind of got lost thanks to Google Maps. We were listening to Google Maps, and it took us way up there near Louisville. Hey, Brenda. So it took us way out of our way. Yeah, I knew you were working, babe. Easily done in Kentucky, okay. I don't know why it did that, but we had some crazy stuff going on with the roads being backed up and stuff on the way home. So I jumped on a road that I saw that led off the map and then led back into where I was going. So I just hopped on it and bypassed a lot of that traffic, but we really had a rough time going and coming. Teresa was teasing David. She says, yeah, Kathy didn't have a problem coming up here without you, but man, you guys get lost whenever you're with her. I like to laugh so hard. David took offense at first, and then he's like, oh, whatever. He's like, no, it wasn't my fault. I'm like, he's just teasing, babe. Ugh. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Teresa. How's it going, everybody? I love Mondays. I literally woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I'm like, oh, it's Monday. I don't have anything to do today but a live stream. I can play in the yard. I can eat breakfast and just dilly-dally around. I love Mondays. Are you leaving, Brenda? Oh, I'm sorry you're having to leave. Anyways, thanks for coming in. We had a really super, super, super good time in Kentucky. I can't say enough about the hospitality that Teresa and Lee put towards us. Super, super cool there. And I just had a blast. I really did. And just, you know, Teresa and I didn't get to talk like I wanted to, but just hanging out with her and just moseying through the yard and talking about plants just really made that whole trip awesome. Yes, Kentucky is the best. And oh, Teresa, if you're still on here, I got all those daylilies planted and all those, I got everything planted. Everything that I brought back that wasn't dead planted. So I'm looking forward to seeing all that come up and start growing. I put the daylilies in that bed out there with the rosellas and the papayas, and I'm going to put that on my next video probably. Oh, I wish it was cool here. Blessing, while I get dressed, I have to go into the office to help with some issues. I usually only have to go in on Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, wow. Where in Kentucky was I? I was in Grand Rivers for part of it, and part of it I was in Barlow. I don't know where you're from, Renee. The weather here is the weather here is wonderful here today too in Western Kentucky. Yep. Hello, that yarny zebra and stuff. How are you today? Thanks for joining us. Scottsville. I'm gonna have to look on the map and see where that's at. I'm actually in Richmond, Kentucky. Oh, nice. We want to buy property there. I'd like to be able to get a big enough place where I can have a milk cow and maybe some other cattle and stuff like that to raise for food. I don't much see me getting like goats or anything like that. They're not mine. Oh, I don't know. I'm weird. I like the big animals. Right on the edge of the Tennessee-Kentucky border, about half an hour from Bowling Green. We saw some property in near there. I can't remember. It was like really cheap. Yeah, I'm born and raised in Florida, and I've only seen snow once. So I'm in for it, right, guys? Hey, David, how are you? Thanks for making it in. It was a beautiful, it was a beautiful trip. I mean, we just had so much fun. Hi, Holly. I just absolutely love the video with all your kids helping you dig those sweet potatoes, girl. That was so cute. My hair is, look at this, guys. I don't get this. My hair is like breaking off up front here. And I guess because I put it up all the time or something, I don't know. But it's kind of, it gets to tickling me and it drives me absolutely bonkers. So I've been under the weather a little bit. I've had a little stomach issue for a couple of days, so I haven't really got a whole lot done. But, and I'm so aggravated. I don't know what is wrong with me. I did something with the weight that goes on my pressure canner, my regular size pressure canner. I was going to make some chicken soup yesterday because, you know, Sundays are kind of lazy days, and I figured I can make me some chicken soup out of this stuff that I've got made up. I literally cut up all the carrots, all the celery, everything, and I can't find that little weight thingy that goes on the top. Hey, Christy. So I don't know what to do. I don't know where to find one. I think I'm going to get my mom to take me to Travis to Hardware today and see if we can't find one there. They seem to have everything. But I am so aggravated with myself, it isn't funny. Hello, Gail's Garden, Herbs and More. How are you today? This is one fine day, I'm telling you. Everywhere, I think we have had a little bit of rain, and it is still cloudy, so I'm hoping it doesn't rain. But buffering really bad there. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll talk to you later, Melanie. Take care, honey. Ace Hardware used to carry lots of Canner products. Okay, I'll have to check them. This Ace Hardware up the street here doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. It does have some stuff, but not really. But we've got the coolest place called, and it's called Travis Hardware, and it's been there for probably 100 years. Before this place was built up, they literally had docks that the boats would come over from Merritt Island and dock there to get their stuff. And before we ever had any causeways to get over to Merritt Island, and or to the beaches, even at that too, because those are all islands over there, and you can't get to them. Well, you can get to them now because of the bridges, but back in that day, you couldn't get to anywhere except for by boat to get into the mainland where I live. I'm telling you something. If you want something, they've got it, usually. I mean, I've never gone in there and not gotten what I needed. Oh my goodness. You must be living where all those fires and stuff are. I've been praying that it will get rained out. Hey, Fran. let's see. I used to, but my jiggler on the back of the stove, I lost it, couldn't find it anywhere. We had to move the stove for something, and there it was. Well, I could have sworn, I said to myself, I better put this in the canner because I'll lose it. I know I will. But it wasn't in there. And I thought I did. I mean, I canned a ton of stuff, remember? But I haven't used it since then. We used to order a lot of stuff not in stock for people at Ace Hardware. Yeah, I need to get extra parts for my Presto. That's what I have on that canner. Now the one I just bought from Two Family is a 41 quart All American canner, and it'll hold a whole lot of stuff. I can't even remember how much it'll hold, but it's like, I want to say it's like 32 quarts or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember, but it's a lot. Oh, you did? Cool. I have to go into Ace and see what they've got. Um, if I have to break down and use a different brand, we've got a place called Old Time Pottery, and they have shelves of canning jars, but they're not ball canning jars. Yeah, I know it's 41 quarts, but it doesn't hold 41 quart jars. It holds, I don't know. Is she home, Christy? Or is she still in the hospital? There are fires all around us. We had evac warning, but it lifted now. Still much smoke. Yeah, that's so sad. Protect your lungs because it's not good. I miss old time pottery we used to give. We used to have it here. Fun store. Yeah, it is. In fact, when I go and I just got a whole bunch of flowers um, for the graves and stuff like that. My daughters and my dad's, and we've got a whole slew of people that we put flowers on their graves all the time. And we just also, David, we put his some on his parents' grave the other day too. But these flowers were like bouquets of $15. Some of them were, and I think the cheapest one was like $13.99 or something like that. Anyways, they ranged in between 13 to 15 something, and they had them on sale because of the season. They're out of that season for 10%. I only paid 10% of that, so I was like, I got a whole handful of them. I mean, I really made out. I had gotten some other flowers too that I really, 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 really wanted, but they weren't in there. You've got to pay attention to where the what do you call it, sign is, because they had a rack of them right in the middle of those. I was so mad. Y'all keep praying for folk who have lost their homes. Many of my friends here are suffering, losing their homes and so much work they have put into them. Yes, I will, Gail. Now, Gail, are you in California or you in Washington? Or There's so many fires going on. I can't remember. I think you're in California, aren't you? um, let's see. I was going to tell y'all something really funny. Oh, I want to show you some stuff too. Look out, Gingy. You didn't eat the tomato. What's up with that? Look at my squash. I picked it, finally. Isn't that thing huge? I mean, I can't get over it. And it's hard. Hard as a rock and heavy. I can't wait to try it out. It's got to be good. I'm going to have to call Patty and find out how she cooks hers. I wonder if she did a video on it or not. But I'm hoping to get more seeds out of this too. Man, I can't believe how hard it is though. I bet you this would be one of those squashes that you could put up for the winter. I wish I had more of them if they're good. I have a question for Gail. Is black cohosh worth getting? It depends on your constitution and what the problem is. Some herbs work for one person, but maybe not for another. I don't have a need for it, and I'm not using it. Yeah, it's called I think zucchini rapicante or something like that. I don't know. Really big name. Hi, Betty. Welcome. So I'm looking forward to tasting it. I'm wondering how hard it is going to be to cut it up. I may have to have David cut it up for me if it's really, really super hard. And I got some really cool stuff at Teresa's to start growing. Like I said, I planted all the everything that I got from her. I'm hoping that the ground cherries grow really good. And I did get a little mint, so I'm going to put that in a pot out here in my little mint garden as soon as I get that. As soon as I get that closed in, I won't have to worry about the dog digging over there next to the fence too and getting out. I've never heard of black cohosh. I have to look that up. I'm learning about all these herbs and stuff, trying to learn what I can. and I'd like to grow a lot of them. Um, and even some things that really ain't herbs, like the roselle tea. Um, I love rosella tea, roselle tea, hibiscus. It is so super good for you. It's got high in vitamin C and it's really really delicious. So that's all right, Fran. Yeah, I need something for hormones too. So I've been talking with my girl Teresa, and we're going to check out the Primrose. I'm in North Carolina and surrounded by fires. Oh no, Northern California and surrounded by fires. It's unbelievable. Wow. I went on got the estrogen progesterone cream at the health food store. Can't say if it is working yet. Only been using it a week. Yeah, I remember you telling me that, but you're still taking the Primrose, aren't you? I don't need it, but I want to offer it for sale. I am taking the Primrose oil too, but only for about a week. Can't say if any of it is working yet, but I am hopeful. Yeah, that's that's the thing that worries me about spending a great deal of money on different things, and that's why I appreciate it very much so when people share with me, and I try to share with them plants and stuff because you never know when there's something devastating going to happen. You could lose your home, you could lose your whole yard and all your animals and everything. So, you know, I like to say I'm prepared. I'm not a prepper. I'm prepared for a hurricane, but if a hurricane wiped out my house and everything, I'd probably be in it, you know? Just saying. And I don't know how, I mean, uh, I don't know how the fire would work, in a city like mine, whether they would be able to put it out or not. At least I have the evening primrose growing wild here. Yes. And that's why I want to try to get all these herbs and stuff and try to keep myself a little a bank of seeds of different herbs and things too, in case some kind of disaster happens or something like that and I have to move somewhere else. I can plant more. Now I do have to. I have let them. These are the grape seeds that I got at your house, Teresa. I do have to let them um, ferment a little bit more, I think, and then I'm going to plant them in the dirt and see if they'll come up. And these are my blooms from my lemon basil, and there's a ton of seeds down here at the bottom. I don't know if you can see those little black seeds all throughout there. So I've got to separate them out. Indol 3 helped me the most. They get it out of certain calcifiers. Hmm. Yeah, I don't. They had me on a hormone, but it was a synthetic hormone, and I want to do it naturally. So Teresa wants to know if she can get it over the counter or at a health food store. Man, I ate the best lunch today. We had, let's see, what was it? Saturday, we went to the beach with the kids, which I'll be putting up that video probably today or tonight. It shouldn't be a long video. It should be a little shorty. I went to the beach with them Saturday morning, and where was I going with that? My brain just went off in left field. Where was I telling you about that? Oh well. Maybe if I read the comments again, I'll know why I said that. Oh, I know why I said that. So I ended up hanging out at my daughter-in-law's all day Saturday, and she just spoiled me absolutely rotten. She is the best in the whole wide world. I'm sorry, those of y'all that have good daughter-in-laws, you can't have one as good as mine. I love her to death. She is perfect for my son. She is a perfect mom for her kids, and absolutely treats me with so much respect and so much love. I just can't say enough good things about her. But she's just spoiled me rotten Saturday and washed and cleaned out my car from our trip, and I'm like, I've been so bad. I didn't even clean it out after the kids weren't in it anymore. Oh my goodness gracious. They had stuff all over the place. It was bad, 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 bad. So I ended up staying there, and then she made dinner. Oh my gosh, it was so good too. We had snook, coleslaw, and what was the other thing we had? Hush puppies. Oh, so good. I keep itching. I don't know why. I keep thinking I got a spider in my hair because I was back there this morning and I ran right into a great big old spider web. And every time my hair moves, I feel like I've got a spider on me. I don't know what Gimzo is. Check out Dr. Becker online. That was why over 10 years ago. Not sure him and his wife are still on, but maybe. Your Chihuahua. Okay. What about your Chihuahua? I saw where you went to the picnic. That there was lots of good stuff. Oh, Gail, it was absolutely wonderful. David and I love our. We loved it. We just had such a blast. And like I said, I got a lot of stuff um, foraging with Teresa that I'm going to put in my little herb garden if I ever get it cleaned out. I love Chihuahuas. My little Chihuahua got killed because the other Chihuahua wasn't happy about him trying to love the little girl Chihuahua. I went with another hubby somewhere. He has a F-150. It sits way up off the ground. I have to be careful not to fall out getting out. Anyway, I put the window down and Gizmo jumped out the window. Oh no. How many hubbies do you got, Fran? I wonder if she knows she wrote another hubby. Oh. Scared me half to death. I had another Chihuahua and she jumped out when we got home and hurt herself. I am praying he didn't get hurt. Yeah, I hope he's not hurt. So when we were at the beach, my granddaughters are a little like fish, I'm telling you. Well, so are the grandsons, but the granddaughters were just a swoon away. And the little one, she just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper. And her mom said, "Don't you walk no further backwards, because you're gonna realize you're too deep." She's like, "No, I'll be all right, Mama. I'll be all right, Mama." And she backed up and went down. She went. She come up and she says, "Help!" It was so funny. It was a typo, Miss Kathy. One hubby is all I can deal with. Yeah, me too. David's enough for 15 hubbies. Right, babe? Sometimes I wish I had another hubby. Oh, you do not. LOL. I couldn't even deal with one. Christy, you're bad. I can't say anything bad about David right now because he's been super good to me lately. He he just he took me to Kentucky and we had a blast. He's always helping me do whatever I need done. And if he can't help me, he figures out a way for it to get done. I have one disabled Chihuahua and one normal one. They are so sweet. I love I had a little applehead Chihuahua, and his name was Coco, and he was absolutely adorable. I'm trying to see if I can see a picture of him on here. Don't think I have. I don't know if I have a picture of him on here or not. He was the cutest little thing. When I got him, I took him around with me everywhere. And y'all know, before I was quite large, right? So nobody ever really paid any attention because I was so large. Well, this little dude was so tiny that when I got him, that I would stick him in my bra between my boobs, and he'd just curl up and go to sleep. And I was at the register one day, and I was talking to the lady, and I guess he didn't like her tone of voice with me, and he popped his head out of that shirt, and he started, and she's like, oh my gosh, she almost had a heart attack. It was so funny. We both laughed so hard. It was hilarious. I was hoping I'd get a picture of him on here. I know I had one on Facebook. That's what I was looking for. But it's not showing it. Oh well. He was a mess. I loved him so much. I was literally, well, I was brokenhearted for all my babies whenever I lose them, but Chihuahuas are like potato chips. You need more than one. Yeah, I had 3 at the time he passed away. And this was just before my heart attack. And I don't know what happened to the little girl. She just passed away. I mean, when I got her, she had been abused, and she was so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And then she just passed away. I was like, but I know how he passed away. He was attacked by the other dog because she was in heat, and I wanted Coco and um, Lady to mate, and I didn't want Colton to mate her because Colton was bigger than her, and whatever. Anyways, it just it upset me so bad to lose both of them right away. It was not long after my daughter passed away too, and my daughter Linda's the one that bought her for me. All right, thanks for coming in, Teresa. I had one called Tank because he was so small. I would put him in my coat pocket. No one knew he was even there. He ended up getting parvo. I was crushed. I can imagine. Oh, well, I could have carried Coco in my coat pocket. He was that small, but I didn't because I was scared to death I was going to lean up against something and hurt him. And I know I ain't going to lean up against nothing and hurt my boobs. So that's why I let him sit there. And of course, I was so large at the time that he had a ledge there with my belly, too. I had a client with a Chihuahua. She carries her around in a big purse and got a kick out of people staring at her when she talked to her purse. Yeah, that would be funny. I used to raise Chihuahuas. I stopped because it was just too hard to let the puppies leave here. Yeah, I thought about doing that, but people don't want to pay for anything nowadays. They're all time trying to do you down, and I'm not into all that. My girlfriend, the one we got Colton from, she was raising um, Chihuahuas. Her Chihuahuas are bigger, and she doesn't do that anymore. Um, her Chihuahuas and were in a house fire and got really burnt up pretty bad. But she was able to keep her alive for quite a while after that. One of hers. So, yeah, the Chihuahua, the Coco, we got Linda bought him from the flea market. There's a guy at the flea market that has dogs and stuff like that. So, anyways, yeah, it was terrible. And the sad part, she wasn't home, and um, I don't know how they ended up um, um, rescuing the dogs, but they did. They rescued two of them. One passed away, and then the one she kept alive for a long time. It was really sad. Had a lot of health issues after that. The vet said my one little guy would not live long, but he is turning 5 in November. Sometimes I have to hand feed him because at times he can't stand or walk well and flips out trying to eat. Wow. Yeah, when I got mine, um, we went to the vet and I was like super surprised that my vet told me to do this. She said, I take this dog back to them and tell them you want your money back. And I said, why? And she said, because this dog, there's something wrong with it. It had a huge, 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 like a quarter size spot where it didn't have any, what do you call it, skull. Its soft spot was really big. And she called it some kind of deformity. And I said to her, I said, you know what? I didn't buy the dog for to breed it or anything like that. I bought my daughter bought it for me because I fell in love with it and she wanted me to have it. So I'm not taking it back. I loved it from the first sight. You can't put me around animals. I'll take them all home. And everybody calls me. I've got every single cockatiel and every single Goffin cockatoos that I have, and one of my blue and golds. I didn't even purchase any of them. Those were all rescues that I rescued from some person or somehow. His eyes look like people's eyes. Well, is what my granddaughter says. The vets always commented about him. No, his soft spot never did close. And I think that's the reason why the other Chihuahua was able to kill him. didn't have a soft spot, and that's part of the problem. Vet said he was extremely unusual in his case. I had one that happened to, and just had to be careful with it. It ended up having seizures and passed from them. I knew he wouldn't live long. Chi-Chi is very sweet and tries to protect our little female from other dogs, etc. He's good days. He's so excited to play. I filled up the tub and had swim therapy with one of my dachshunds. Right, didn't have to have back surgery and walked again. Wow. Yeah, I've seen that going on. I watched this show, Farm. I can't remember the name of it. It's a farm that they made as a rescue farm animal rescue thing, and they have taken I want to say it was a cow and I think a goat too to this um, water therapy thing where they would have them walk in water and they would just walk and walk and walk and walk until finally they could able to walk again properly. That's okay, Fran. That's quite all right. I want y'all to know that we ate all them bananas. We gave everybody there that we could think of bananas while we were. And if you didn't get some, I'm sorry, but we gave a lot of people bananas on our trip, and they were so super good. I mean, just absolutely good. Yeah, I would be careful about rolling my windows down and stuff like that when you're in the car with them. I had a dog that I rescued from a friend of mine because they were going to take it to the pound, and I ended up having to rehome it right away. The dog literally jumped into my car, and the kids had spilled some of the dog food out in the seat. That dog chewed my seat up. I mean, ripped the whole seat out and everything. It jumped into the car, not out of the car, into the car to get that. I was so aggravated. Yeah, my dog liked cornbread too, and even more butter. I lost my Great Dane because he drank a bowl of bacon grease off the stove several years ago, and that was heart wrenching. Good. I'm glad you're going to use a harness. Yeah, they can break the little bones now. Yes, Fran. I had cooked 3 pounds of bacon for my staff when I I managed a shop here in Cocoa, a beauty shop, and I I cooked up a whole bunch of bacon and took in some lettuce and tomato and bread and all this stuff to make BLTs for lunch for my staff. And I never thought a thing about it, never had any problem with him getting on the counters or anything like that. But you know how tall they are. He literally did not even have to stand up onto the stove to get it. He just went right over and drank it right out of the thing. He never thought anything about it. Well, it was devastating. I mean, I was literally brokenhearted. It caused his stomach to flip. It was just a painful, and there was nothing that they could do for him. So, anyways, let's talk about something different. I got a little black snake out in the backyard that my dog has tried to catch. I think it was in the garden, and it saw me and took off towards the other way. And of course, then the dog went after it. I don't know. I don't think the dog actually got it, but I'm like, okay, what am I going to do? And now I can't tell. When I go out there, I really have to slowly walk because all this rain has put a foot of water out there. It's going down pretty fast today, but I mean, it was up over my ankles. And I thought, oh, geez, I definitely don't want to walk up on the snake out here. So I've been watching very carefully while I'm out there. And I tried to pull weeds and stuff where the water wasn't rose up, you know. I said, that's all I need is some snake to crawl up on me or try to bite me. I will have a heart attack. I hate snakes. Oh, yeah? I'd say black snakes won't hurt you, but we had one that was aggressive and would chase us. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, any snake that bites you can cause you to get a bacteria that can kill you. Their fangs have a bacteria that is very, very, very dangerous. Yeah, I believe that, Fran. I'd probably done the same thing. I try not to kill the black snakes because I'd rather them eat the rats and stuff out there. Hello, Mimi Cat Do 65. How are you today? Nice to have you in here. I have to go check on the goats and also make a hot compress for my ear and throat. All the smoke gave me an infection. Enjoyed it here. Thank you, Gail. I appreciate you coming in, honey. I'm glad you're good, Mimi. You caught me on the tail end of this. I'm about ready to head out. I've got to go to Sam's today with my mother. Anyways. So I'm getting my okra is finally starting to fruit. I can't wait to get some okra. I can't say I haven't gotten any. I eat them faster than I can bring them in the house and cook them. But I'm looking forward to frying some fresh okra. Thank you, hon. I appreciate it. While we were in Kentucky, I I talked David into going to Captain D's, and they had fried okra. Oh, it was so delicious. I mean, so delicious. And I had never had it made in bigger chunks, you know. They had some big chunks, and I was like, this is pretty good. I kind of like that. I love fried okra. That's all right, David. You know what I had? I had a snook wrap with snook and lettuce and tomato and cheese and ranch dressing. And it was delicious. You should have had Ashley make you a package of that snook meat, but I'll probably eat it all before you get up here. You're waiting on Cindy's nurse to come. I didn't catch it. Is she at home now? Kathy, I wanted to tell you to watch those plants you brought back from Kentucky. If the leaves look bad, go ahead and trim the bad leaves. Otherwise, they will take energy from the plants. Yes, I'm aware, Fran. Thank you. You're making me very hungry. Yes, that's fish, Fran. It's how do I explain it? Snook. They're about this big, and they're silver, and they have a really beautiful gray stripe that goes down them, and they have a real pretty. I think fish are beautiful, but what can I say? I'm weird. They have a really beautiful nose to them, and I really just I enjoy the fish. I haven't had any fried okra this year. It has been a crazy year, I bet. She's been home about 1.5 weeks. Oh, okay. I thought she was still in the hospital. Yeah, I trimmed them back the other day, and I trimmed some today too. The what was it? Comfrey. I just took the dead comfrey leaves off and chopped them off and let them fall around the hibiscuses and stuff. I put one of the comfreys on one end of that hibiscus and papaya thing. And then I put all the tiger lilies in between the plants and stuff. And then I put the other comfrey down on the end so that I could chop and drop when stugs get nice and full. I will try to remember to do that. She came home right before the picnic, so I couldn't come. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that you couldn't come, but I bet you're glad she's home. Are you sure that was tiger lily? They look like they're lilies. I don't know. There's some kind of lily. I thought Teresa said tiger lily, but I'm not positive. I like lilies, period. It is so hard for me to see this computer for some reason. I guess I have to come back in close. I dropped my new cup. I don't know if y'all seen this. Did you see this, Fran? My daughter-in-law bought me this for my channel. So I knocked it off the counter here and broke that. And I don't want to use it until I put something over it so it doesn't run it. We call them tiger lily. Yeah, that's what I thought too, Teresa. That's what we call them here too. That's all right. I'm still going to call them tiger lilies. I'm old fashioned. I get my ways and it is what it is. But Teresa was telling me that Heidi over at Rain Country had made a delicious little dish with those, stuffed them with cream cheese and fried them, and they were really good. So I'm going to try some. Oh, and I'm going to try to get your stuff in the mail as soon as I get some more seeds from David. David's supposed to give me some roselle seeds. I think he had some for you, Fran, and then I'm going to try to get this out to you and get my other ones out today too, hopefully. Yours won't go out today, but it'll go out soon. Yeah. Oh, was it Stacy? Okay. I'm sorry. Did you tell me wrong, or did I do the wrong person? My brain doesn't always work sometimes. Well, folks, it's after 1, and I've got to call my mom and find out where she's at, because we should have been off to Sam's to get the things that I have to have. And I surely don't want to call her while I'm on here with y'all. I probably heard you say, you know what, I think you did say that it was, I think you did say that it was Stacy, and I just hear you talk about Heidi so much, that's how I got it mixed up. No, honey, I got plenty of my own work to do, but good luck on potting them plants up, because I know you got a lot of them to do. Is that the ones that you got the other day? Anyways, so I'm going to get off here. You guys have a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping in. Oh, you got more too. You going to put out a new video, Miss Fran? Wow. Good luck, honey. I hope you get them all out. Oh, and by the way, I wanted to talk to you. I need some more of those seeds, because I've only got 2 plants, and I haven't seen anything flowering on them yet. So I don't know if I might need more of those Christmas limas. That way Excuse me. That way I can get them more growing. I only got 2 of those plants came up good. So, all right, I got to get off here, guys. I'll talk to you later. You guys have a great day, and God bless. And let me say a real quick prayer. I almost forgot and left the Lord out of this one. Dear Heavenly Father, I pray, Lord, that you bless the people that were on here today, and one of the ladies that is in California, please bless her and strengthen her and help her with the infection from the smoke and everything that she's enduring. Also take protective hedge around her, and also Patty, the tinker's wife. She's also been bombarded with all the fires and stuff like that too, Lord. Lord, I lift up this country, and I pray, Lord, that you strengthen us and you heal our hearts, and let us come together, and let us come to you, Lord, for our needs and what we should do next with our country. And I ask these things in your name. Amen. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Love ya. Later.